Welcome to the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, the first points race of the season for the new NR2003 Rowdy Cup Series season. We have a lot of new faces and new seats, new race team, actually two new racing teams, and we have new drivers in new places. So here we're going to go down the running order. You can see Denny Hamlin starting on pole with Martin Truex Jr. You can see the rest of the field, Bubba Wallace in the 23 still. You can see the rest. You can see Rowdy TJ driving the 81 for Rowdy Racing. He has a couple teammates like Turn 4 Productions in the 77 Budweiser car. You see the rest of the field. Christopher Esposito, also part of Rowdy Racing in that 25 car. Eric Jones in the Guns N' Roses car, which is pretty sick. We got some more drivers. Chris Mack driving for Papyrus Racing. Got some other faces here. This is going to be a crazy race. Who is going to win in the Great American Race? Now, we do know that there is a rookie class for this season, the drivers I just mentioned. Those drivers at the end of the year who have the best overall points finish by the end of the season will be our champion when it comes to the rookie championship, or rookie of the year, my apologies. Who is going to win the Great American Race? Denny Hamlin on pole, Martin Truex Jr. in second. Looks like William Byron is going down pit road. Something's wrong with that 24 car. Green flag is underway here at the Daytona 500. Martin Truex Jr. leading the way down turn 1 and turn 2. We'll check up on William Byron in a second. Something's wrong with that 24 car. As Martin Truex Jr., Tyler Reddick, and his teammate for 2311 Racing, Bubba Wallace, moving to the top 3. Toyota leading the field. Martin Truex Jr. will lead it down to the line. William Byron is still on the racetrack. I think he had a problem or some kind. But he's still competing though. Martin Truex Jr., who won the Clash last year at Papyrus Motorsport Park. He is looking to win the Great American Race for the first time in his career. Tyler Reddick looking on the inside of Bubba Wallace. Truex has a great lead right now. You can see some of the rookie class drivers making spots. Rowdy TJ, who made a new racing team this season. He's the one who created the series. He made a team with Turn 4 Productions in the 77 Budweiser car and Christopher Esposito in the 25 to make Rowdy Racing. 3 rookie class drivers all competing for the Rookie of the Year titles. But Rowdy TJ, can he win in his first points race? See Turn 4 Productions in the 77. You can see a couple other drivers. Chase Elliott, the champion of last season, kind of not in a good spot right now. It's in the mid-pack. Side by side, though, for the lead, though. Martin Truex Jr. now has competition with Bubba Wallace. See Joey Logano, who's really good at restrictor plates. He is looking for the lead. Truex looks like he still has it though. This is 50 laps of great racing. Who is going to win the Daytona 500? This is basically the same amount of importance as the championship. Truex will lead that lap. As now you can see the front pack is kind of single file. You can see the winner of last year's Daytona 500 for the Rowdy Cup Series, William Byron, is about to go a lap down. I think he had a problem. That's why he went down pit road on the initial green flag of the race. Truex holding off Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace. You can see Rowdy TJ in the top 10. Turn 4 Productions, Daniel Suarez for Trackhouse, Denny Hamlin, who started at the front row, sliding a little bit back. You see Eric Jones, that beautiful Guns N' Roses car, one of my favorites. See going down the field. See Chase Elliott, the champion of last season, in 21st at the moment. You can see Jimmy Johnson in the 84, making a few starts here this season. Let's see if he can get a Daytona 500 with his new team at Legacy Motorsports, who took ownership from Petty GMS. He is teammates with Noah Gragson and Eric Jones. You can see Chris Mack in that Papyrus car. He says the reason he chose the Papyrus 83 was because he wanted to give homage to Papyrus, the creators of NR2003. And Chris Mack running a beautiful car, even though I'm not really technically a fan of him as a person when it comes to him and Rowdy Wrestling beating up Rowdy TJ. I got to admit though, I think he may have a good season on our hands. You see Christopher Esposito making his second start here in the series, driving a beautiful 25 car. Some of his YouTube sponsors on there. You can see Kyle Busch with a new team of Richard Childress Racing did not have a good start at the Clash. Him and Austin Dillon got into problems early on in the race, did not finish well. Hopefully that changes here at the Daytona 500. You see Austin Dillon also struggling here. Richard Childress Racing are really good at restrictor plates, but right now they're doing kind of mediocre. You can see Martin Truex Jr. is still the leader, holding off Bubba Wallace and his teammate Tyler Reddick. Toyota doing a great start here at the Great American Race. It would be awesome to see Martin Truex Jr. getting a win right off the bat and win the Daytona 500, but it's always the initial pit road that will shake things up. The outside lane's doing a good job around this racetrack. Rowdy TJ moving into 5th place. Christopher Bell, who was in the Final Four last season, in the top 10. Looks like he's picking things up just like he did last season. Still being consistent. Turn 4 Productions in the top 10. In 9th place. Looks like the Toyota drivers are not really too worried about passing each other. Oh, wait! Look at Bubba Wallace on the inside! Looks like Truex may let him go here. Bubba Wallace with his teammate Tyler Reddick. Bubba Wallace, will he lead a lap? It looks like Truex will get it down to the line. Now, last season, it was a photo finish here with Kyle Larson and his teammate William Byron for the Daytona 500 trophy, but William Byron was able to win that race. But now we have a good battle in our hands for the lead as Bubba Wallace and Martin Truex Jr. side by side for the lead here at the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. I've been waiting, I've been anticipating this race all year long, and now we're seeing it again. You can see Storehouse Racing doing a pretty decent job so far. You can see RFK's Chris Buescher in the top 10. You can see 3 wide. You can see Ryan Preece, Joey Logano, and Christopher Bell 3 wide. Truex holding off right now. He's doing a really good job of holding on to this lead and not losing it. Denny Hamlin is falling back outside the top 10, who started in the front row, but there may be some problems in our hands because William Byron, who is not as fast as the rest of these drivers because he hasn't had the track, will be going a lap down in a second, but the problem is he may be slowing down one lane of this track. Back to double file. You can see Truex, though. This is going to be interesting here. Who is going to make the smart move around William Byron? Now, if you're William Byron, you want to try to hold off Martin Truex Jr. just in case of a caution. We didn't really see a big one, I believe, last season at the Great American Race. But we still have 50 laps. You can see Truex making a move on the outside on William Byron. If I'm William Byron, you got to try to hold on to this lead or try to hold on to the front of this field, not let Truex get around him or anyone to get around him, because then he will go a lap down. See Byron trying to hold it on. You can see some drivers getting a little antsy, making moves. Truex right now has lapped William Byron, but Byron still has a chance to take that spot away. Logano, who's been really good last season, looking for another solid run here in this race. Truex, I believe, is just a little bit more faster than William Byron. Next week is going to be an exciting week. We will be going to Daytona Beach. We're still going to be at Daytona Beach, Florida, but we're going to be racing on the beach next week. That will be exciting. You can see Martin Truex Jr. has officially lapped William Byron. William Byron still has a chance to get his lap back, but right now it looks like he's not going to win the Daytona 500, and it looks like he won't go back-to-back here. Truex doing a really good job holding off the field. Doing a fantastic job controlling that race car. Holding off the lead. And Truex doing a fantastic job. Let's actually go a little bit of rear view action on Martin Truex Jr. See how he's doing blocking some of these drivers from getting the position. And it looks like there's been a little bit of separation between the packs. And it looks like some drivers are making their pit stop. Ty Gibbs, Michael McDowell, Eric Jones, Christopher Esposito, Kevin Harvick, Bubba Wallace, Chris Mack, Stenhouse, a couple other drivers. And here comes the rest of the field. Martin Truex Jr. And the rest of the field are going down pit road on lap 15. This is going to be interesting here. Who is going to lead it off down pit road? A lot of drivers making their pit stops. But who is going to take the lead? Because it may change here. Truex has led the most laps, but Tyler Reddick, right now, according to our scoreboard, is the leader. See Christopher Bell, Truex, Byron, Chris Buescher. You can see the rest of the field coming out of pit road. This could be huge here. As right now, the leader of this race, according to the scoreboard, is Alex. Oh, there's a wreck! Alex Bowman wrecking, and you can see a couple other drivers involved. What happened? We gotta take a look at the replay right now. What happened? We just wanted to see Alex Bowman in the lead, and then next thing we knew, he was around. We gotta take a look here. Who got involved? Looks like Ty Gibbs got a piece of it. Denny Hamlin. Let's take a look here. Where is Denny Hamlin? See Bubba Wallace. Alright, my bad. Alright, let's see what happened here. There's Alex Bowman. Oh, Hamlin hit his teammate. Ty Gibbs goes around. A couple other drivers got hit. Let's go take a look at Denny Hamlin here. We get a better view of this. Denny Hamlin got a little bit of damage here, but we got to take a look one more time. Coming out of pit road. Oh, he got hit. I think he got hit by Pastrana. And that caused the initial wreck. Denny Hamlin has damage. That's going to cause a problem for his chances of winning the Daytona 500 once again in his career. He is down pit road. The leader of this race is Tyler Reddick at the 45. But we got to get this field all situated. Let's look through the scoreboard. You can see William Byron is still a lap down. But we have a couple drivers who were in the back, like Kyle Busch, who is now in the top 10. So we may see Kyle Busch win the Daytona 500 and win in the NR2003 Ryder Cup Series, because last season he was winless. What a race so far. Lots of great racing overall. Let's take a look at Martin Truex Jr. Let's see where he's at. He's currently in 12th place. He lost the lead, but he still has a chance to win the Daytona 500. Couple of drivers who were in the back initially. BJ McLeod, looks like the rest of these drivers are all going to make a smart move and go down pit road. Pit road is now open. We're going to see who is going to be the first driver out of pit road. Couple drivers making their pit stops. Everyone looks like on the same strategy here. We'll see who will be the first driver out of pit road. You can see Truex coming in. Couple drivers are still on the racetrack trying to get their life situated or get their race situated. You see Kevin Harvick will be the first one out, but I believe he won't be the leader. The 16 is out. And the rest of the field are out pit road. As we are gonna, I believe the 45 is still in the lead. Yes, actually, it is the 41, I believe, of Ryan Preece, who is now the leader of this race. This is going to be an interesting turn of events. New leaders here at the Daytona 500. And now we are going to go green, this time by Austin Cindric, Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, and Denny Hamlin are officially out of this race due to damage, due to that accident. And Kyle Larson, Harrison Burton, William Byron are a lap down. Kyle Larson and William Byron, who finished the race 1 and 2, are not going to be finishing in 1 and 2, it looks like, in this race. See some drivers, though, trying to hold on to the lead lap, like Kevin Harvick and AJ Allmendinger, trying to hold on to the lead lap, but it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for them. If they get another caution, I believe they have a chance. But right now, this may be these three drivers go a lap down. You can see William Byron is the only one-lapped car right now on this inside lane. And Kevin Harvick running 33rd. Not a good start, not a good race right now for the Ford team. We are now going to go back underway. Pace car is off the track. Green flag is back underway here at Daytona. Side by side right now in the front row. Everybody's squirming for positions. But it looks like there's a battle here for the lead, if I'm corrected. Side by side, though, for the lead as Tyler Reddick taking the lead back. You see Jimmy Johnson, 7-time champion. He is looking for the lead as well. With a new race team, Jimmy Johnson in the 84 Carvana Chevrolet. Oh, the lead lap is just way fast right now. This whole inside lane has momentum. At Harvick, all those drivers are going to go lap down. A couple of these drivers lost the draft already. Chris Mack in the top 10. Ross Chastain. Rest of the drivers. BJ McLeod in the top 10. Who would have thought? And Jimmy Johnson looking for the lead. And he's now in the lead on the back straightaway. Jimmy Johnson, 7-time champion. He's going to block Tyler Reddick. But he can't hold on. He has to block the inside lane. But it looks like Christopher Bell is there. Jimmy Johnson may lose the lead to Christopher Bell in the 20. After losing the championship in a great race at the finale, will he win the Daytona 500? He has to hold off a lot of driving. You can see the 36 car of Todd Gilliland is actually doing really well. Front Row Motorsports doing decent here. They've always been relatively consistent at the restrictor plates. Chris Mack, a driver who has been mostly midfield, he has a chance to win the Great American Race. Another driver who retired is Christopher Esposito. He probably got a little bit of damage from that accident. Unfortunate for his first ever Daytona 500, Christopher Esposito looked promising early on, but he is out of this race with damage. I believe he will be fine though. And another battle here for the lead is Jimmy Johnson on the inside of Christopher Bell. And looks like Christopher Bell led that lap. We're halfway through this race. Christopher Bell, Jimmy Johnson, battle for the lead here at Daytona. 3 wide behind him is Strux, the driver who's led the most laps. He is looking for a chance to get back to the lead. BJ McLeod doing a really good job here in this race. He is looking for the lead. Chris Buescher, Chris Mack. They're all looking for positions here. And it looks like Christopher Bell has a great lead right now. He's leading the field. Looks like BJ McLeod is looking for second place right now. Again, we'll probably be seeing more pit stops coming our way in a couple laps. Jimmy Johnson is looking to try to take that lead away. Are we going to see a great finish once again? Are we going to go back to back? photo finishes here at Daytona. The top 3 cars are single file, but looks like the 36 car is looking on the inside of Jimmie Johnson. Todd Gilliland looking for second place, but he's going to go right back to the line where Johnson and Bell are looking. But here comes Jimmie Johnson on the inside once again. And it looks like since Jimmie Johnson may have a little bit more help, he may take the lead here. Bell will still lead that lap, and he may clear Johnson down the front stretch, going down turn number 1. Three wide, Chris Buescher in the middle. He needs to try to get out of that as quick as possible. What a great race for the Daytona 500. A lot of drivers, a lot of big stories here in this race. 4 rookie drivers looking for a great impact here at the Daytona 500. Jimmie Johnson starting a new team, and he looks like he has a chance to win the Daytona 500. New drivers in new seats like Richard Childress Racing having Kyle Busch. A lot of huge stories here in this race. And this race is not disappointing. Bell has a great lead. No competition right now. But the drivers behind Johnson, Ryan Preece, and the whole pack will catch up to Christopher Bell. This is the first points race of the season. This race is important to these drivers. And it will put yourself in the record book if you win the Daytona 500. Some big name drivers haven't won the Daytona 500. So to put your name in the book, to show that you are the winner of the Daytona 500, the most prestigious race event of all time, will be amazing for these drivers. You can see Jimmie Johnson looking on the inside of Ryan Preece for second place. It looks like we may see a lapped car may go a lap down here. Side by side for the lead. As Ryan Preece looking on the inside, you can see the 34 of Michael McDowell, who did relatively really good last season with damage from that caution, may cause a problem here. And it looks like he ain't moving. So Bell moving to the outside, and that's going to slow the entire 2 lanes. Oh, Jimmie Johnson going down pit road, and I think, someone hit the wall. I believe, who hit the wall? I believe it was the 45 or the 54. It was a Monster Energy car. But one car down pit road, I believe it is the 38. Jimmie Johnson down pit road. One car had an engine problem or some kind. We are going to take a look. It was the 38 car. He was overheating. And now we're probably going to see the rest of these drivers going down pit road. Who's making a pit stop? Chris Mack is going down pit road. Christopher Bell leading these 4 cars, but a lot of drivers are making a pit stop. This can change. They're all doing a different pit strategy here, pitting different laps. You can see the 41 looking on the inside of Christopher Bell. Now, we did have a caution when these drivers were exiting out pit road. So are we going to see that again? Christopher Bell. I gotta be honest, the entire Toyota manufacturers have been doing a fantastic job so far this race, and now they're going down pit road, and it looks like most of the field, except for Martin Truex Jr. and Daniel Suarez, are all going down pit road. These are the main drivers that are on the lead lap going down pit road. I believe also Chris Buescher, I believe, also stayed out. Who will be the first driver out of pit road? And it looks like Christopher Bell will be coming out, but it looks like the 41 of Ryan Preece is going to beat him to it side by side. Oh, Ryan Preece may have a little problem with there coming out of pit road as Christopher Bell takes it right back. But let's see. I think the 17 car of Chris Buescher is down pit road. Same with Daniel Suarez. And Martin Truex Jr. I believe Christopher Bell will continue leading this race. One car is slow on the back straightaway. And that is the 15 of Riley Hurts. Can he make it down pit road? You see Truex coming out of pit road. There's the leader, Daniel Suarez. Is he going to hold on to this lead? Oh, no, he's not. He's going to lose it. But it looks like the 9 car may be, or the 17 of Chris Buescher, he has a chance. It looks like he's not, but he gained a couple positions through that stop. And it looks like Christopher Bell will be the leader on lap 37. Oh, actually, I was mistaken once again. I need to get better at this, guys. I'm sorry. It's actually the 7-time champion, Jimmy Johnson, who is in a battle right now with Chris Mack. Imagine Chris Mack, one of Rowdy TJ's biggest rivals in Rowdy Wrestling, wins the Daytona 500. See, Rowdy TJ, he is going a lap down here. Unfortunate, but he looks pretty good. Same with the whole Rowdy Racing crew. He's gonna try to hold off Chris Mack. I can see that. Johnson's still in the lead. Chris Mack, he's slowed down by Rowdy TJ. It looks like Rowdy TJ and Chris Mack's rivalry is going to continue off the wrestling ring to the racetrack. You can see Christopher Bell is catching up to this front row. Christopher Bell, the 20, looking for the lead. Jimmy Johnson, side by side for the lead. Chris Mack is getting slowed down completely by Rowdy TJ as he lost 3 positions. Christopher Bell, though, right back in the lead in that 20 car. Christopher Bell, who's been doing a really good job in this race. Oh, but look at Chris Buescher. Oh, Ryan Preece decided not to go work with him that quickly. It looks like I don't think it was a good idea, because Kyle Larson's going to slow down the entire inside lane here. Ryan TJ's finally out of Chris Mack's way. Blaney, why am I mentioning Ryan? Never mind. Christopher Bell holding off Chris Buescher, the Chris and Chris show, I guess you guys could say, as they're side by side for the lead. Again, Chris Mack is behind Rowdy TJ right now. Side by side, down the front straightaway. Who's going to lead this lap? What a good performance, though, by Jimmie Johnson and that 84 car in his first ever start with his new team of Legacy Motor Club. He has a chance to win the Daytona 500. Christopher Bell, though, is probably going to be his biggest threat. You can see Chris Buescher, Ryan Preece, Johnson, Chris Mack are your top 5. Daniel Suarez is 6th, who's a little bit more far behind. He needs a caution if he has a chance here. It looks like he's getting a little bit of drafting help, but it looks like the 36 is looking on the inside. As we have under 10 laps to go, can Christopher Bell win the Daytona 500? If they want to get around Christopher Bell, they got to work together. Because right now, if they continue like this, it ain't going to work. And look at Jimmie Johnson making things 3 wide. That ain't going to work. That's actually going to cost Jimmie Johnson a little bit of speed right now. I think the biggest threat to Christopher Bell is Chris Buescher. Chris Mack going on the outside lane here, trying to get by Jimmie Johnson, but this is not looking good for Johnson and Chris Mack. But maybe a lapped car can cause a problem because Alex Bowman is right there, who got damage. Oh no, that's actually not, that's Brad Keselowski. He's gonna slow down Christopher Bell. Oh, and Chris Buescher, his own teammate. I don't think he wanted to do that. And that's actually gonna work with the 41 car. Are you kidding me? Brad making a costly mistake is gonna get Ryan Preece and Chris Mack and Jimmie Johnson a good shot of winning this race. Oh no, that's unfortunate for Brad. Oh, now he's gonna slow down Jimmie Johnson. This is not looking good. And now Ryan Preece is the new leader. I can't believe Brad Keselowski did that. I think it was accidental, but he's still holding him off right now. Chris Mack has a chance to win the Daytona 500 in his second start in the series. Even though, to be honest, I don't really want to see that happen. It will be a really good storyline for a guy who had a big rivalry with Rowdy TJ that stemmed many, many years in the wrestling industry. And then when Rowdy TJ created the NR2003 Ryder Cup Series, Chris Mack and others were invited to this series. And imagine Chris Mack winning the great American race, the Daytona 500. But right now, he's not the leader, and that is Ryan Preece in the 41. Johnson, who still has a chance. You can see this pack is starting to get a little bit bigger now because some of the drivers that were like in 6th place and back or catching up due to the lapped car. Brad Keselowski slowing some of the drivers down. But looks like, oh, one driver is slowing down, I believe, and that is Michael McDowell. He may have a problem here as he's going down pit road. Out of the way for these drivers. What a disappointing for Christopher Bell, who was in the lead, but got bad luck, as now he's not in contention to win this race right now. But anything can happen here. It's now side by side for the lead as Chris Buescher and Ryan Preece, 2 Ford drivers side by side here. This could be the battle for the win. Side by side, you see Chris Mack is actually catching up here. in that 83 Papyrus car. The question is, are some of these drivers going to make it to the end of the race again? Some of these drivers may be close. And Chris Buescher is the leader, but look at Christopher Bell. He is catching up and he's in second place. What a little comeback by Christopher Bell. And he's looking on the inside. Christopher Bell looking on the inside of Chris Buescher. Daniel Suarez has a chance. Same with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And the 51 car. What the fuck? Chris Buescher, though, still holding on to the lead. 4 laps to go. We got 3 cars that could cause a problem here for the leaders. Chris Buescher on the, oh no, this is not good. This is not going to go well for these drivers. But it looks like everything's going relatively decent. But not for the 20 car and the 47. They are stuck behind the 9, the 3, and the 7. Chris Mack, I just realized, I believe he went down pit road. I can't believe I did not catch that. Same with Jimmy Johnson. Some of these drivers may not make it here. Still side by side for the lead. Yeah, Chris Mack, I believe, went down pit road. I don't think he had enough fuel. I can't believe I did not catch that. Oh my goodness. I apologize for that one here. It's gonna be an interesting season. I feel like commentating is a little bit better than no commentating. It adds more excitement. And you can see, white flag is out. Ryan Preece in the lead. Daniel Suarez in second. Do they have enough fuel? Imagine if Daniel Suarez for Trackhouse Racing gets the win. He needs to make a move. Suarez making a move on the inside. We're going to see another photo finish here at the Great American Race. Down the front straightaway. Daniel Suarez, look at this. Oh my God, we have a 3-way battle. It's the 41 of Ryan Preece with the win. What a finish. Ryan Preece wins the Daytona 500. Oh my goodness. What a win. We gotta look at that replay. Oh my, I can't. That was amazing. That topped last year's finish, I believe. 3 wide to the finish. Look at this. Look at this. 3 wide. Ryan Preece with the win. Now let's take a look at the finishing results. And you can see Ryan Preece with the win. Daniel Suarez in second, Chris Buescher. Zane Smith in the 36th, 4th place. Christopher Bell, who had a shot to win this race, got top 5. Nice solid job. Turn for production, you can see the rest of the top 10. Cody Ware, top 10. Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, Justin Haley, running out the top 10. Martin Truex Jr., who did well early on in this race, got 11th place. BJ McLeod, who did a great job in this race, gets 12th place. Turn for Productions in his first ever Daytona 500 gets 13th. Kyle Busch, 15th, Noah Gragson. 14th, Ty Gibbs. First Daytona 500. 16th, Bubba Wallace. You can see the rest of these drivers. You can see Chris Mack and Jimmy Johnson were able to lead. Were able to stay on the lead lap, but they had to make a pit stop. That's why they went down pit road. They did not have enough fuel. You can see Ronnie TJ gets 24th. You can see Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon. You can see a lot of big names. Kyle Larson gets 30th place. Kevin Harvick 31st. Really disappointing for some of these drivers. Christopher Esposito and all these drivers back here got into the accident or had some damage from that accident. Or maybe there was an accident early on in that race that happened during that initial caution. Initial contact. Maybe there was another wreck somewhere else on the racetrack. But what a way to start off the season. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next race. Bye-bye.